This is the Nitecore Ha11. It's a single AA powered headlamp that is extremely well priced at $19.95, backed by a 5-year free from defects warranty from Nitecore. Upon unboxing, you'll find the light itself along with a head strap and a hat clip, a generic AA alkaline battery, and a quick guide for operations. You can also download the actual full-size manual on the Nitecore website, or I can just leave it for you right now on the screen here. See, there it is in all its manual glory. The body of the Ha11 is made of polycarbonate plastic. It's IP66 water resistant and has an impact rating of 1 meter and weighs just under 60 grams or just over 2 ounces with the battery on board. During my runtime test, the Ha11 ran in the high 240 lumen mode and gradually ramped down to the 60 lumen output after about an hour of use. It then ran at that output for an additional nearly 7 hours before stepping down again to the 6 lumen output for the remainder of the test, for a total runtime of 17 hours and 20 minutes from high. I also manually checked to see if there was any capacitor surfing. Basically what that means is the light is running off of the cycled current from whatever charge was left over in the battery after the battery is nearly depleted. When the light gets stuck in this loop, you'll have to manually turn the light off and then back on again to make sure that this scenario isn't happening. If it is happening, then once you turn the light off and back on again, the light should either immediately turn off or the light should not turn on at all. So I manually checked for this phenomena throughout the whole entire test and found that there was no capacitor surfing present. During my thermal test in the 240 lumen high mode, the Ha11 reached a max thermal output of 91 degrees Fahrenheit or 32 degrees Celsius after 11 minutes of use. Now we're going to take a quick tour and go over the modes in general operation for the Nitecore Ha11 or the Ha11. So basically this is what it looks like. You got your strap here. It's just some string. It's kind of cordage, it's spongy. You got this neat little mechanism in the back that makes it super easy to adjust your headlamp just by pulling that little rip cord there. As far as the battery goes, just pop this open, your little battery goes right in there, it closes. Guys, it does feel a little bit flimsy, but if you use this accordingly and appropriately, you shouldn't have any issues with having it break. This is all plastic right throughout this whole entire body as well. And you got this little pivot here, and that's just, it's just all plastic. So I don't know if that's gonna wear out over time, but I'll be honest with you, for the price point, again, it's such a nice little headlamp. Like I said, if you're gonna drop this, you're gonna smash it around, it's gonna break probably. I don't know if it's gonna 100% break. It didn't break during my drop test though. Now you have these cords that pop right off, so all you have to do is pop this off like this, and it comes with this extra little clip here. And this little clip just like locks right in here, like so. If I can do it for the camera, that would be awesome, but I probably can't because I'm a raging idiot. But here we go, I'm gonna see if I can. Okay, so if you stick it in there, okay, there we go. Look at that. And then you put it on top of your hat or whatever you want, just like so. It's gonna go right there on your hat like that, and you're gonna be able to have it on your visor, and you're gonna be able to turn that on. You're gonna be good to go wherever you need to go in the dark if you're wearing a hat, but if you don't have a hat, of course, you still have this cord. It's very, very lightweight, and it's very simple to use. It is what it is. It's a headlamp, guys. It's the most simplest, easiest headlamp I've ever used in my whole entire life. So it's got 2 buttons up at the top here, all right? And it's a power button, so when you double tap that, it's gonna go into that low mode, or that ultra low mode. You tap it again, it goes into the medium mode, tap it again, it's gonna go into that high mode. Hold it down, it will shut it off. Then if you guys wanted to use the red mode, you can go directly into red mode by holding that mode button down. And if you wanna turn it off again, you just hold down the power button, it turns it off. So say you wanna turn on the red mode, you wanna use the flashing, you go ahead and you press the power button after you hold down the mode button. Very simple, there you go. If you want to use the SOS mode, basically you turn the light on, you're gonna double tap the mode button, it's gonna go into SOS, and you tap it once again, it's gonna go into beacon, and then obviously you hold the button down, it shuts it off, double tap again while it's off, and you go right into that ultra low, and then obviously you can cycle through again. And lastly, you can enter lockout mode just simply by holding the 2 buttons at the top down, the light will flash, and now you're in the lockout mode. And just to unlock it, all you have to do is repeat the process, and there you are, you're good to go. Very simple to use, very ergonomic, very economic. I mean, for $20, you can't really beat that. This is gonna go in my EDC everyday carry bag, just as a backup little headlamp. I mean,
240 lumens with a AA battery, and it's not one of those 240 lumens that you need to have one of those 14500 batteries. I don't even know if you can't use a 14500 in this, but if you could, this would probably get 500 lumens easy. But don't try it because it's not on the approved list of things that you can put in this. You can use the lithium, you can use the regular alkaline batteries, and you can use the rechargeable nickel batteries, but you can't use the 14500s, unfortunately. But I mean, for the price point and for what you actually get out of this light, it's totally worth 20 bucks. So let's take it outside and see what it looks like. All right, guys, we're outside with the Ha11. We're gonna throw this into the 6 lumen mode with a runtime of 40 hours. We're 20 feet away from the railing in front of us here, and that's what it looks like. And now we're gonna step it up to the 60 lumen mode. That's 60 lumens, and that's gonna give you 10 hours of runtime, and that's 20 feet away from the railing in front of us here. And now we're gonna jump in 240 lumens with a 4-hour runtime, and that's what it looks like from 20 feet away from the railing here. And then we're going to jump over to the red mode, which is 5 lumens with a runtime of 10 hours. And look how bright that is, nice and bright. Guys, now we are going to be approximately 75 feet away from the tree line in front of us. So here's about 30 feet, 40 feet. That tree over here is about 50 feet. And then another 25 feet back is that tree line there, and that's what it looks like, 240 lumens. And that's not too bad considering. And obviously we're gonna switch it over to the red now. And, oops. And as you can see, you really can't see it from a distance. That's only good for about 20 feet, roughly, maybe 30 feet in front of you. Here we are again in the 240 lumen mode. And the tree line across the road is about 300 feet away. But you can't see that far because it doesn't really go that far. But for the rest of it, you can still see pretty well. It's about 15, 20 feet away from you, from where I'm standing right here. And as we go off into the distance here, and those bushes over there is about 60 feet away from me. So not too bad at all.
Now for my pros and cons. First, the pros. The Ha11 run times for a single AA powered flashlight are excellent. It's lightweight, and also having a red LED alternative output is just a 10 out of 10 for any camper or hiker or general EDC user or an apocalypse prepper. After all, when the chemtrails finally block out the sunlight and our solar panels become useless, those of us that stockpiled our AA batteries will rule the earth. But as far as cons go, I felt like the battery hatch, pivot adjustment point, and overall body made me feel a bit uneasy about getting rough with this headlamp. However, polycarbonate plastic is relatively tough, and I'm sure it will be just fine. But I just had to find at least one thing to complain about. With that said, I'm thoroughly impressed with the overall design and performance of the Nitecore Ha11. And if you're in the market for a $20 headlamp that will last on those long nights camping in the deep woods, then the Nitecore Ha11 is an absolutely excellent option. I hope this video has been helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. This has been Prepared Guy, and until next time, stay prepared.